Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. A very lengthy opening drive as this will be play number 12 coming on 3rd and goal.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Everson Griffin coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
2nd down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard. Here's Jones, throwing on 1st down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Cousins again. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Go ahead, go ahead. Come on. Yellow, yellow. Ready? It's in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Pacer. 13.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing Jones, eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A spin, and now running. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now come the Vikings. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not...
And down he goes falls on the pressure from the Rams defense. And Ndamukong Suh in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
We're going. Let's go. Hey, steamer.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Yellow. Wait your heart on.
They're going to try and throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Mike 13. He's coming. Black. Through. Wait your heart on.
Cousins now on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
One set. Eyes up. One set. Rhino.
They'll throw again. Cousins rolling to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
Jones now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's caught inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, come on, let's go.
On On the toss, it's Gurley. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Come on, let's go! What?
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Here comes Sherrills. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, here's Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Sherrills. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That was second down run for Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Cousins from the gun on third. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. Flush to his right. Going deep for... And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Two. Pacer. Rhino. We're going.
Third and short yardage. Cousins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
Now Jones. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They run. It's Gurley. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Again they run with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little. Bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
They'll run forward Marshall. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. We ain't giving them nothing.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gets great effort himself to finish off runs.
He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Keith Marshall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Pacer! Rhino! Rhino! Black. Yellow, yellow, yellow!
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Ndamukong Suh in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Yellow! Where's the hot?
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Where's the hot?
Working out of the gun, Cousins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yellow!
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And incomplete here on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, steamer! Black!
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Going up top. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To the air again, it's Cousins. He dumps it off for Henry. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd down, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Dancing to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Spurs! Move! Two! Black! Hey, flipper! Done!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So now
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I got seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the